Okay, we have a 2014 Caribbean cruise coming up,
Yeah.
and people out there who have never been on a cruise would love to know what they can expect.
Well, first of all, the cruise itself is a lot of fun with or without the homecoming singers. It's a whole lot more fun with them there. I mean, just first of all, for those of you who want to get out of the cold in the winter, I mean, what else can you say? And the water is great, and there is no water as pure as the Caribbean water, and so I mean that by itself is fun. But the other special thing with the homecoming folks is you get a certain thing on a one night concert, and it's very good. I'm not knocking it, but to experience that every day and something special happening, and it's the most unexpected week that we ever do. We don't ever. There's no way we could script all the fun that happens in the room. We've been on cruises where, like when we were up north, where maybe it was a little bit cold. They said, "We don't care. We've had too much fun in the ship." So you're going to have fun anyway with just the weather. But boy, you put the added dimension of what can happen when community happens, and you get to see these characters up close. And sometimes they're not real pretty, but but you get to see a fun side of them.
Definitely. I think, too, we've done cruises for a couple of decades now. If someone's been on one, would they want to go on another? Are they all the same?
We have a lot of repeat people on our cruises, mainly because they said, it is always different, and it really is. I mean, we sing songs that they want to hear, and that's the reason they're coming. But the spontaneity stuff that happens, and you also there's wonderful chances for teaching too. The chapel services you can hardly get in the room because there's a lot of good chance to hear stuff from even the artists, and Gloria has also a chance. People love her. She her sessions are always jammed out, but and the food is great, and it's just if you're like me, from time to time you just need diversion, and to me that is a ministry within itself. You need to laugh, need to have some fun, and secondly, you need to be confronted with some serious ideas, and to do this in a communal setting, it's just a wonderful. And then just the beauty of the Caribbean.
What are some of your favorite ports of call that you've made special memories up?
All of them. Cayman is a wonderful stop. St. John's is always a wonderful stop. St. Martin's is always a wonderful stop. Puerto Rico. The stops are wonderful because you get a chance to know what the local culture is. Our favorite, and it happens every year, is what they call an out island, where there is literally nothing going on in that island except when the ship comes in. I think there are probably a few people, like 20 or 30 people that live there the entire year, just take care of the basic stuff. But there are no shops. It's just all beach and a wonderful barbecue, wonderful food, and that's always my favorite. I cannot tell you, you just don't realize how pure water can be and how beautiful sand can be. It's the purest. Great. You got to go.
Yeah, definitely. One of the highlights of the day is mealtime. Talk about that time of day.
Yeah, the food is fantastic, and you can get it. There's a formal dining room which we're in a lot. The breakfast times are a lot of fun. There are so many coffee shops and so many different brands of coffee all over the ship, and there's also the informal places where you can get together. But there's plenty of food. The other interesting thing, because a lot of people are concerned about diet, I've lost weight on cruises, and now you can also gain a lot of weight if you want to eat all the sweets. The desserts are great, but it's also possible to eat very healthy on the ship, with the exception of the barbecue night. And the barbecue night, I pig out.
You
Okay.
can't miss that. We've been doing homecoming cruises for
Oh,
more than 20 years
yeah,
now.
yeah.
So, what started the tradition?
Well, Gloria and I, been married now for 50 years, and we've had people who have followed us. They say, "I can remember when you first got married and you came to our church," and many of those still come on our cruises. And so we did nightly concerts, and we had sung in many churches, and then we did some weekend events, praise gathering, family fest. And then we said, if it's this much fun to spend 3 days with these characters, it might be a lot of fun to spend an entire week. And at first you think, boy, a week is a long time. It's a sad night, the last night, the last concert. So it's a tradition that really just got started, I think, by the fact that of people who loved what we did and couldn't get enough of it, I guess.
And you loved them back and
And we
invited them.
loved them, and it's and I like it because I don't know how many people I meet say this is my third cruise, this is my eighth cruise.
It's
I've,
true.
I've had people say we've been on 12 different cruises, so it's good.
Let's say someone out there wants to come on a cruise, but they're not sure they would really meet the artists.
Oh, the artists are very available.
Yeah.
They're all over the ship, and in the Caribbean, you're going to see them in bathing suits. Some of them are not that pretty in bathing suits,
You see them
but
anyway.
they are there anyway. And you know what? Many of them take their family, and it's a lot of fun. And it's always fun at the end of the week to hear people say, I didn't know quite what to expect, but these people were really wonderful, and we have narrowed it down to just the good folks that go with us. And just there are a lot of great artists out there, but these guys who come with us, they know how to roll with it. So
Yep.
it's good.
And there's a autograph session.
Yes, and sometimes people come up later on and say, "I think I just about was able to read your autograph." But there's times where people can sign and get pictures. So that's important. A lot of people,
That's fun.
and so I'm always quite humbled by the fact that people even care. But I sign my name and grin and smile.
And they love it.
Yeah.
So all these years of people coming on cruises repeatedly, surely you've met some new friends over the years.
Yeah, and we've met friends that have eventually come back here to Indiana and visited the store, and we spent some time with them. And we've met people like Paul Westfall, who's a great basketball player. And anybody who knows me know that one of my aspirations was to be a basketball player, but I just dribbled myself out of that business real fast.
I think you did the right thing. A lot of people find the ocean to be a place where they really connect spiritually. Do you find that affects the spirit of the concerts and the week in general?
Absolutely. Now Gloria is an ocean person, and she says she gets this look in her eye. My soul just needed this, And I say, "Oh, come on, Gloria, it wasn't that bad, was it?" She says, "I needed the water." And a lot of times that we go out on our deck and look and just look at the water. And I mentioned earlier, it is a diversion, but I think God is pleased with us when we shut down all of our worries. And many times it does result into worship, and wonderful worship, and deep worship.
Definitely. Well, we hope you come.
It'll be good.